Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Hello, Internet. There's a Jerry, here's I, and there's a Klopp. Looking like he stepped on Lego.
It's League Cup final 2016.
Hello, Demon Sub, Ori, Knuckle, Doc, Denigan, Dev, Harbottle, Soap, Denley, Jill, and everybody else who's lurking in chat. Crispin, welcome. And oh, look at Shay.
Pray away the Shay.
I'm pretty sure people are very anxious to know, is your new hairstyle because of Klopp? Is
Nope.
that some kind of grievance?
None of you just asked about it last week. And I had it done last week.
Not on our show.
Oh, yes, I did. Did it on Monday.
Did it? Was I so much... well, I'm not paying attention to what I see on screen anyhow, so...
See, there you go. So, there you go.
Well, as long as you don't freeze your neck off.
Canada break Foden tonight. That'd be hilarious. They are, after all, playing against the Manchester Bookie team of Copenhagen. City, United, they're all the same.
Shouldn't Shay be painting ACW?
Shockingly, he started.
He can paint and watch it at the same time. I hear that's a possibility for some people. I for sure can't do that.
Demon Sub, no, it's not easier to look after. It's a pain in the hole. I get out of bed whenever my hair's long and just fucking run my fingers through it. And off we go. Off we trot. If needs be, it may get a elastic band around it. If it needs to be pulling the ponytail. The shorter thing, get up. I have to go and fucking wax it or style it or gel it to get everything to fucking sit down and sit over. It's a monumental pain in the hole. I remember now why I grew the bucker long.
Well, then why did you do it?
It felt like it.
That's an odd reply. Valid point, though.
Ah, yeah, I thought so. Man bun.
Brill cream making a comeback. Oh god.
No, I don't have any bro cream. I've got something called wax. Oh. Could go either way.
Are we now making hair advice on this show? No, I don't think so.
I would think so. It makes sense when you think about it.
Well, potentially, maybe.
Oh, we're on Leipzig. Stick one on the back in there. That'll fuck off Madrid.
So are you at least relieved that now the dates have been confirmed officially for the Pearly Gems?
Yeah. I mean...
kind of.
It means I can go ahead and start booking things. Less impressed with the price. Because that does seem to be the price for a single ticket, which is fucking insanity.
Yeah,
Especially Dublin. Fucking Marley Park, for fuck's sake. Paying 160 quid to go and stand in dog shit in Marley Park. Fuck me. I'll set an XL bully on somebody, I'll teach him.
Well, you say fuck me. I think they are actually doing just that with the price.
The only good thing is, because, like I say, previously you buy them in pairs. So, like, the last 2 or 3 times they've toured, you would buy like a pair of tickets for 200, 210, whatever it is. And because I'm an antisocial bastard, I would buy the pair of tickets and then would just have a spare ticket. And I never sold the other one because it requires reaching out to people I don't know in groups and stuff online and going and saying, we want this ticket. So I've always paid around about £200 for a ticket. Just happened that I had a second one in my pocket during the show. This time round, I won't have one in my pocket.
Also, you probably have a collection of pristine collector's items as unused tickets.
No, they all go in the bin. I don't keep anything.
Oh, you don't keep your tickets for concerts?
No.
You're weird.
I don't do that. I'm going to have shit in this house with those as well. Fuck me. Leipzig did score and it's been disallowed. That's fucking hilarious. From kickoff, Real Madrid, you are balls.
Crispin says I'm still offline. Well, if I'm still offline, then I can make shit up, I think.
I think so.
So somebody pointed out that we're awfully close to 200 episodes.
Right? That doesn't sound right. You might be
No.
awfully close to 200 episodes.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do the 199 and then just stop, delete everything, and never mention it again. It's all a dream.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Let me just go to here. I just want to check something.
Hello, Toffee. No, Jill, I'm usually trying to be very straight and honest with you because I'm an honest man. Honestly, I swear.
You do swear a lot.
Yeah, but nobody gets that. Nobody understands me. He sobs. Counting backwards. That would be that would be an interesting way to actually watch any TV season going up and down in episode numbers.
Oh, that's all right. Just checking. Just checking. I had to check the Fallout. What do you call those things? Interview with James Hewitt.
What was a nice video. Enjoyed it.
He asked us to edit something out. I was just making sure it had been edited out.
Yeah, something got edited out.
Yeah. Which is good, because I was asked.
I wasn't sure if that was actually an edit or something just to tease people. Could have been both.
Did it come back with us going, if you didn't hear that?
Yep.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's right then. Well, definitely to tease people. Because it's hilarious. You'll find
I
out.
clicked the wrong button there
eventually.
and got asked for 20 quid. Son said it would need to get his Norks out of it. What?
Holy shit. How do you... What?
Whatever Soap said. Clicked the wrong button and got asked 20 quid.
What's this? What are they?
I don't know.
Oh no, I pressed something and now I've got a row of blancmange. I don't know what's happening.
Do they play tennis?
I'm confused. Send us a tenner, Soap, and I'll get my Norks out.
I might just
Cheaper than him.
prime this conversation with, I'm not feeling too well today, so I might just faint
no.
at some point.
Especially if you get your babs out.
That might do the trick, yeah.
It's a brave new world.
Oh no, he's pushing along.
I've discovered I don't have to lean forward to hit enter. I can just press the chat button and it puts it there. So look at me go. Look at me go. I thought we'd start off with Grandmaster Caesar.
Isn't he supposed to be doing some kind of finishing off a Kickstarter and not doing additional work on other stuff?
Yeah, but he's got minions for that. There's like
okay.
Jack and Morgan. They're there to do that.
Speaking of minions, pay close attention to the screen, everybody. Everybody else can hear it, Jerry only sees it.
Bastard.
Might do. You don't know. I've seen Bastard appear there.
Yes! And he goes, bastard!
Bastard. Bastard. There's almost entirely some sort of thing. Oh, did we discuss that he's in a new TV program? He's playing Thomas Cromwell in a TV show about Thomas Cromwell.
Is he dying again?
Yes, he will. Thomas Cromwell was beheaded by Henry VIII, and he got the nickname Ragged Thomas because the executioner was shit and took 3 attempts to get his head off his neck.
3?
3. So, bastard.
Oh god. 3 attempts to chop a head off. That's, yeah.
Swing and a miss. Twice.
You could say that's not very good.
Fucking hilarious, though.
What's
Absolutely shit gigglies.
what's the name of the Hangman and Ankh-Morpork 28 seconds something?
Oh, one drop. Trooper one drop.
Trooper, yeah, that's the name.
Trooper's his name, not his rank, but they call him one drop. Is it true? If I survive, then I get to go free. So they don't call me one drop for nothing. But yes, this is freezer truck guards protecting the freezer trucks. It's kind of in the name, really.
Let's see. Can I go? No, I can't go. See this here, there.
But like, there's like snow on them and stuff.
He's protecting her buttocks. He's touching her inappropriately.
You don't know. Might be very appropriate.
Well, he's still touching her. He's not protecting any snow trucks.
He might be plugging in her buttock charging warm pads. Which is very important in your freezer truck.
Yes, keep warm at all times. Very
I like
important.
the little bits of snooze. They're quite cool. These, I imagine, are the freezer trucks on some roads. Which we get to see twice. That's how important they are.
The paint job reminds me of that little...
For fuck's sake, go fuck yourself, De Bruyne, you fuck.
The little programmable robot car thing from the 80s.
Autobahn? Kit?
No, there was a toy that had a keypad on the backside where you could program stuff, and then it would just go off on the path.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah, it was.
Not for the likes of me, then.
I never had it myself. I only knew it from the catalogue. Big Track could be, Mr. Christopher.
Sure. I mean, definitely words that exist. Was it a 6-wheel type track?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
That was Big Track.
Oh. Okay. Well, now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Was it as big as this Big Track? Because these are fucking enormous. This is great. And this is possibly why the Kickstarter may or may not be finished.
Because he's hanging off the ceiling of his brother?
Well, I mean, considering I've already said that his brother and Morgan are the ones who are going to have to do all the work, we have this
contraption
square that is being glued to the ceiling. The broom is only there to hold it on while the glue's gluing. Hence the elaborate construction of chairs and stuff. Then he'll take it all away, and that'll be stuck to the ceiling, which at some point will fall.
I'm going to
Jack.
I'm going to laugh my ass off if the broom also stucks to the ceiling because there's glue coming out at the sideways.
It's fine. I mean, it's all good. At the end of the day, it's a talking point in the room. It's a bit of a feature. So, have a G.I. Joe. Yeah, we had G.I. Joe, but they called it
Action Man.
No, it wasn't Action Man.
Was it?
Action Force. Action Man is Action Man. Huge.
Oh,
guy.
yeah, you're right.
I think it was Action Force was the name of G.I. Joe. Yep. Or no, says yes. So, yes, we had them. They were great. Snake Eyes was amazing. And then they give him lips. Fucking lips. Why did they give him lips?
Because he's sexy like that.
Not sexy. Creepy. Creepy mute black ninja is creeping around on me with his lips. And probably nipples on his shirt as well. Lips and nipples. Stop doing that. Snake Eyes, you freak. Stop touching me. Anyway.
He's really doing a grand job of putting toys into places.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Bastard.
what's the point of having toys if you can't fuck them on in there in a variety of weird and wacky ways? You two could run down some sort of swampy sewer motorway to get to the delightful Blade Runner-esque China Court Garden thing and then get shot in the face for your troubles. It's good. It's all good.
This highway scenery thing, whatever you want to call it, reminds me an awful lot of various animes I've seen over the years, like Akira and stuff.
Legend of the Uber Fiend.
Oh, don't mention the big cock monster.
I didn't. Then you did.
Well, anybody who has seen Uritsuki Doji has seen the big cock monster, so...
Beg your pardon? You allowed to swear like that in this show?
No, but I do it all the time.
Do.
Uritsuki Doji. Legend of the Overfiend, Demon Womb. What's the third one called?
Don't know.
Can't remember. What was a nice view of movies in my youth. That probably explains a lot.
Oh, I just heard what Crispin said. Oh, I like that. It's a good question, though. Do they want to play G.I. Joe?
Do you want to be the GI or the Joe?
You know what that is, Crispin? That is post-nut clarity right there. It's 100% what that is.
Now,
what should I do now? Oh, I could play G.I. Joe.
Post-nut clarity would have been, I should have played G.I. Joe instead of.
Yeah, either way. Could go either way. But yeah.
Yeah, Caesar Grandmaster, you bastard.
It's not done a battle report yet, but I don't know if he's entirely finished writing the rules. So, who knows? Who knows how that goes? I'm desperate to find out why that plank of wood has been glued to the ceiling. I'm hoping it'll come up the next time they stream.
My guess would be he's mounting a camera topside down.
Oh man, can you do that? If you'd like to.
Well,
Is that doable?
Potentially. I don't know. I've never tried it.
Oh. Should you just use tape for that?
Or just call in somebody very tall and handsome to hold the camera.
Right. He's quite tall himself.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm only seeing him sitting, so I don't know how tall he is.
It's about the same height as me. Might be a bit shorter. So he's approximately 3 shays tall.
Which makes him about 5 Banana Man?
I would imagine so. I would imagine so.
Monsters, says Soap. Why? Is there height envy?
I can't imagine that.
Is Shaw taller than Paul? Paul!
Paul. Yes, Shay is taller than Paul. Paul.
That's possible?
Oh, yeah. I think we were discussing this the other day whenever I was making Shay get trees off a shelf that Paul was unable to put back up in the first place. Oh, Backley and Forsley.
Oh, no. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, I'm getting locked out again. You fucking shite.
It's a feature, not a bug.
It's a bug. You can't tell me otherwise. So I'm not trying to pronunciate that username.
Gianluca Florentini, or 1, 2, 3, or
a 1, a 2, a 3, yeah.
Whatever that is in Italian. Here to a tree.
I'm guessing that's a secret identity of Marco.
I mean, sure.
Let's just run with that.
He's a very different painting style when he posts on OTT than when he enters competitions. I'll give him that.
Well, he must have some valve to de-stress, so why not just churn out some subpar
Spackamarans.
Especially Spackamarans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. 6? I don't know.
I don't think it's cyberbullying. Do we not have to be naked masturbating ourselves if it's cyberbullying. Is that not
Also,
how that works?
I'm no bull, and especially no cyber, so there can't be cyberbullying.
Oh, it's very, very complicated. But yeah, Gianluca has decided to update this first time since he won a golden button in like April last year. Which is a good way of coming back, I suppose. Come on, bet you bitches. I has returned.
They have stripes on their beakies.
Of course they do. That's how you can tell. They're veteran sergeants. It's an entire unit of veteran sergeants. How that goes.
Is that legal?
Probably fine in the horse heresy.
Okay. Because they had so much fighting.
Very
Imperial
complicated.
fisting. Yeah.
Yes.
And notice the bubbly bits on the shoulder pad ripped for her pleasure.
Sure. Look at that. Some sort of space Justin with a little goatee.
Very, very, very little fuzzy thingamajigs everywhere.
Fuzzy thingamajigs.
So many hair.
So many.
Why have shoulder pads 2 bits? Yeah, because they saw what FFG got away with the B1 battle droids, and they thought to themselves, we can do that too.
Hold the fucking phone. Which ones of these shoulder pads are in 2 bits?
The ones with the pointies.
Fuck right off.
You
Really?
didn't know?
No, of course I didn't. I haven't opened a Space Marine box in a fucking decade at least.
People were quite annoyed.
I'm not surprised. When they introduced riveted shoulder pads, it was 1987. They had the technology to make them in plastic in one piece then, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
You can't stand the middle? Sure, yeah. I imagine that's exactly right. You might be able to fill it with polystyrene and some form of activator to melt it in there.
See,
Really?
just below the lower corner, you can still see the joint.
It's fucking insanity.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, I just have to look at that up close now myself. Wow. Fucking wow.
Yeah, that's basically on par with 2-part heads for B1 battle droids.
I can only assume it was to make the rivets more pronounced because the undercut would prevent them coming out of a mold.
Maybe also because they are Primaris size now, they are just a tad too big.
No, I mean, because the old ones, they were rivets, but the rivets became very soapy as they got down the side because they needed to have a way to slide in, slide out, which meant if you wanted nice little rivets, you ended up having to just shave the side off on the extreme rivets. But still, oh my god.
Yep.
They are rivets onto the like of which nobody has seen since British made some tanks in World War II, I think.
I think this is even worse than a mold line because this is totally avoidable.
Yeah, well, fascinating. Didn't know that. That's hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious.
You might want to peek over somebody's shoulder next time you're in the shop when somebody's assembling those to just point at them and laugh.
Oh, well, that's different. Might do that. Oh, it's not going to be. I mean, there are people who play Horse Heresy, aren't there, Shay? You could phone me, then I could just laugh down the phone. That would save me having to be there. Stand it across. Excuse me, are you assembling Space Marines for the Horse Heresy? Yeah. All right, be right back. Phone for you.
Jerry wants to laugh at your face.
Oh, I want to laugh in his face, but unfortunately, I'm not going to get the opportunity to do that. So, best I can do is laugh in their ear. Anyway, so yeah, so nice little SPAC brains. The
Interesting paint scheme for sure. That's something. That's very green.
it's very green. It's yellow, mate.
Now you say it's yellow. To me,
I
it's
do.
olive green.
Oh Jesus, olive green. I mean, maybe on a shade somewhere. You need your eyes checked, Sonny Jimbo.
Yeah, that's what my wife tells me all the time.
Oh, she's right. You should listen to her. I'm gonna have to start posting those, those little insults. The ones I'm talking about. They're all made out of different coloured blobs. And they say things like,
for checking
can't-
if there's a color impairment.
yeah. They just say things like, if you can't read this, you're a cunt. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Potentially. You could try. See if I care.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah. Nice little update from a golden button winning, but not multi-award winning.
No, not like Moonstone. Very few things are multi-award winning. Anyway, so yeah, 10th of April. Got back 2 months earlier than heading the year, so well done them. Well done them. Ruby Green. Oh, man. You have no idea, Jam. No idea. Diarrhea was so heavy I pebble dashed the back of my ball bag. It's just fucking everywhere.
Hutch! Just a little something. So this is an entry for Dungeonalia.
Yeah, but never mind that. Look, I know he said that he wasn't doing very Victorian sci-fi stuff, even though it originally was planned as that. But I'm going to say there's a pith helmet wearing red coats with weird space weaponry in that strange thing. And so these are just all money shots of some Brits desperately trying not to get killed to death by Spydros and giant tentacle monsters and stuff.
Potentially failing miserably.
There's an Ewok though, is it? I mean, you've no idea, man.
This kind of reminds me
Had an area effect
of the episode, not episode, the Lord of the Rings movie where they're in Shelob's lair.
Yes, that
So
was the giant Spydro behind him.
Yep. So that would make him Frodo, and that's the big bad spider. But I can't remember if there were small spiders in the book.
No, well, they might be in the book, but there certainly weren't in the
No, in the movie. No,
in the movie.
I think Shelob was on her own in her den.
Yeah, just chilling, having a bud. This will teach Bancroft he should always bring a Batman with him. Batman.
I'm Batman.
Apocalypse Barrage template is very much what that was.
Oh no, and they're doing stuff they should be doing. They're opening dry undead sarcophagus.
I mean, you can never be entirely certain what's going to be in there. Do you know why there are so few good examples of mummies left in the world?
Because they got sold.
Yes, but that's not why there are so few left. Have you ever seen that Futurama episode where the professor complains that somebody has eaten his tiny little Martian mummy? And it turned out it was Fry, who thought it was beef jerky.
I can't remember if I have.
Well, that actually happened. You know the way we always laugh at the Chinese for eating tiger penis and rhino horn grated on their breakfast and shit like that, and go, these people are fucking idiots if they think that's going to help them.
You're not telling me.
There was a phase where Europeans were buying and eating mummies for the restorative powers that they thought they were getting, and that's why we don't have good examples of 4,000-year-old desiccated bodies. Can't even blame it on the little yellow man. White people did that. White people who should know better. There they were, looting away in ancient Egypt, having a picture painted of themselves crossing the Hellespont, feeling all very grand Tory, and they're going, you know what, I feel a bit peckish. Fetch me a mummy.
Since you've brought up Futurama, let me close this argument with a quote. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
So good.
Fucking hell.
So good. They ate the dead at Waterloo. Oh, that was a bit frisky. Probably because they ran out of mummies, I imagine. Makes sense, actually, when I think about it.
I mean, you can't get more dry meat than a mummy, can you?
Yeah,
Eat
but
mum out with a difference. Zorg on point.
But generally, they destroy history in interesting ways, like going to a country and shooting it up, or just taking it, or hitting things with a hammer until bits fall off, and then going having that. You know, old, clever, old-fashioned ways. Invading countries and stealing all their shit. That's always, you know, like the Benin bronzes. That's always good, clean family fun. These are all acceptable ways of thieving and destroying history and stuff. But fucking eating them. You should know better.
I mean,
the Yorkshire. Is this the same as the guy who fucked a car? Actually, there was two of them. There's a documentary, and the documentary crew introduced them to each other. It was on Channel 4, and as being, you know, the only car fuckers who would show up and actually be shown on TV with their faces not blurred, given their 15 minutes of fame or whatever it was. So they're like, oh, you know, never met anybody like me before. Introduced them, and it was all going swimmingly. And then one of the guys fucked the other fella's car. And she was just looking so fuckable in the car park. So we did it. That was there, you know. Never met anybody like me before. He fucked my car. Can't believe he did that to her.
Why?
I don't think it was a Golf, Zorg. I think it was a Volkswagen. Oh, good times. Yes, I believe it was the Exhausty Ports demon. I'm pretty sure you can still find, because it was like a Channel 4 TV show. I'm pretty sure you can still find the footage of the guys who fucked the cars.
Somewhere on the internet.
Well, now we know why Herbie went bananas. Rape. That's what set Herbie off. Oh man, wasn't it like a Herbie Goes Bananas film where he got? And I want to say this. I'm going to say it because I've no other way of saying it. They tried to nobble him in the race by putting like an Irish coffee or something.
Yeah, that's one of the older ones.
And he ended up spurting out cream pies out of his exhaust.
Yes, he did.
Which is just the worst term ever. After I've said Herbie Rape, just with his cream pie leaking from his exhaust.
Well, at that point in time, in the 1960s, it was a very harmless joke with coffee and alcohol. Welcome to 2024, where this is going absolutely sexual.
Did you know
that
Bruce Campbell was in the most, I think before they stopped making the Herbie films, he was in like one of the last ones.
No,
I like to think that is in the same universe as the Evil Dead, because it makes sense if all of a sudden he has some sort of deadite infested car. He has to keep it, because if left his own devices, it would go full Christine and start killing everybody else.
Well, at least Christine had curves.
That's true.
Okay. So,
good times.
After Pond Monsters, where do we go?
Yeah. I mean, if you say so. I really enjoyed those pictures, Hatch, even though he wouldn't let me watch them. He's so mean.
You can watch them on your own time. Lovecraft 2020.
Yes. painting some vampire counts for Wamster the Old World. These are proper wet undead. Look, and they look like they're on proper bases still. Although I can't be entirely certain because I have no frame of reference for those new modern girls with the stupid hair. Back hair.
An interesting color choice for the purpley bits on the back side.
Oh, I mean, well, you know, when you've got back hair, you may as well dye your back hair.
And skellybobs. I like skellybobs.
Paul Muller. Paul Muller. Paul Muller? Is that a name that should mean something to me? 'Cause it doesn't. I should wait for an answer. But yes. So, ghouls being ghoulish. You get really nice ghouls from Heresy, just say.
Yep.
And then skeletons, like those things from Jason and the Argonauts. Now, I'm positive those are on a 30mm base because that's a ridiculous amount of real estate around those skeletons. People shouldn't give in to GW. Just keep them on 20mm squares. It's so much easier.
Yeah. I've got an email from Cromlech today. They are now doing full-on conversion kits for bases. So movement trays where you can just plug in your old models.
Oh, the chap who was going to eat the guy who answered his ad, the German. Remember, somebody did answer his advert. Then police arrested him post murdery before he got to eat them all. Terrible, really. Put them on. Only 4 of them walk. Oh, he did the old metal ghouls and the recent Squiddo ones. Name could be correct. I just couldn't put it. But yes, I do know that the ghouls, the Squiddo and the Heresy ones are done by the same person. Because they look so great. You can have them eating tiny babies. They be eating tiny babies like a British explorer with a mummy.
I think I've got those ghouls somewhere around King here. From the last Kickstarter he did. Oh,
cool.
And speaking, I received a list of vendors that are showing up on Tactica Saturday next week.
Right.
So there will be German Shop Battlefield Berlin. There will be Brother Viddy. There will be Deep Cut Studio. Freebooters Fate Frontline Games, Fuhrmann-Figuren, Gravity Bay, Macworld, Microart Studios, Miniaturicum, Najewitz, Neverrealm Industries, Parabellum will be there, PK Pro, Safe and Sound, Shifty Glance will be there, Stronghold Terrain, Tabletop Workshop, Torutech, Van Dyke Miniatures, War Factory, Wargamer.pl, Wargames Illustrated, and Warlord Games, Warmage, and War Scenery.
What was the PK one? Go on, Copenhagen. Go on in there, you fucking Danish bastards. Get on.
Wargamer.pl.
No, that doesn't sound right. Because when you said
PK Pro is a German shop specializing on airbrushes.
Okay. I'm less interested now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm totally uninterested. It's just it was a name I didn't recognize when you were giving me all the other names.
I'm looking forward to Brother Winnie and Microart Studios, seeing what they bring to the table.
Pick up a selection of submissives. Brother Vinny does them, doesn't he?
Yeah. And he also always has a bag of quote-unquote miscasts that are very cheap.
Fuck's sake, Portsmouth.
Well, Pete, of course there will be less English traders bar Warlord because, taxes?
It's not just that. If you go to a thing these days, let's say somebody like Warlord's going, they have to pay when they travel, and then they have to pay to bring it back into the UK after. So anything they don't sell,
Yep.
they have to pay twice, essentially.
That's the bad thing.
It's the joy. I don't know why they don't just do what we do in Northern Ireland, which is just be part of everything.
Orinoco, yes, you can. Actually, I don't know if they do this year, but the last few years, Micro Art Studios actually had a discount for people ordering before.
Oh, well, I suppose they if they know they're going to be bringing it and it's definitely going, then it's not dead stock.
Yeah.
So they're probably more au fait with that. You could get some Discworld models. Any Discworld models you don't have?
Yeah, every year when I see them, I stand in front of that cabinet and look at all that nice little metal that's there. Hello, Nick.
What if Warlord travelled to Northern Ireland and then go to Ireland via France? You mean trying to cheat the system? That one. The problem there is they've got, presumably, they've got English/British passports. Will be their main problem. Now, if they've enough Irish staff on hand where they can all be travelling on an Irish passport, they could probably do that and nobody would be any the wiser. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's things to be said about passports and being part of a community.
A community? Like people who get together to eat mummies.
Maybe not that kind of communities, but similar.
That would also work. That would also work. Oh, Wrexham are winning, but I don't really care about Wrexham.
Communities are overrated. Well, yes, but no. Tomorrow is the day to eat mummies, so you are correct on that.
Nice. And apparently Real Madrid are just firing all around them because the referee doesn't have the balls to book any of them. And they still managed to score past Leipzig. Fucking hell. Huh? Sure of pricks.
Oh, James, where are you going to Germany next month?
Jump. Jump.
You tell yourself that. Oh, Berlin. No, that's far from here. Approximately 450 kilometers.
Ooh. What's in Berlin? Work or something fun?
Oh, I guess it's always work in Berlin. Berlin is no fun.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I do. I was there more than once. That's ugly town, if you ask me.
Yeah, but it can be a lot of fun. I used to live in Wrexham beside the race car. Oh, that's nice. Can you get us in to meet Ryan Reynolds, Dick?
Oh yes, Orinoco, I almost forgot that tomorrow the Epic Warpath Kickstarter will be launching. Thank you very much for reminding me in my wallet.
Just a weekend with bro, blah blah blah, visit Spandau. There where my land lives. Oh, okay. Do the ballet while you're there.
I was thinking about going there, I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't.
Oh. Be like that. Be like that. See if I care.
Yeah. So, who's next on the docket of horrible people or bastards?
Breaking the law. It's Corax Cox. Courtney Cox's younger sister.
Oh, brother, you don't know.
Can't tell these days. Could go either way. They are having
soul drinkers.
Decal troubles. Oh, we did look at this. And then he got a golden button. Oh yeah. Remember, he was just painting everything. It was like, I'm going to paint everything in like a fucking day.
So he was trying to make up.
a 3,000 point fucking army. I'm just going to hammer it all out in an evening. Boosh, you cats, boosh. So, when he got his golden button, we were discussing the basing, and Lloyd was going, that looks like a massive asshole. He could be fighting inside the asshole of a monster.
And he does.
At which point he went, actually, they more or less were, Lloyd. So enjoy yourself there. But yeah, you remember these? These are the purple marines that had a marbling effect done on the dreadnought and powerfest and stuff.
Yeah, no,
So like white and black.
That's
So, not a huge amount of updates. There is, however, I mean, the main one is really about the decals, or the water slide transfers, as we used to call them when I was a kid, because they slide off by the use of water.
at least in theory.
Yeah, mine pretty much always did, unless they'd been living for an age there. But having issues getting it to conform to the
Shape.
curve of the shoulder pad. So I don't know how you're applying this. I'm going to assume that you're going to watch this, so I won't have to type any of this. First of all, when you put down a water slide transfer, always better doing it on a gloss surface. That looks fairly shiny. That might just be the metallic, so I can't really tell. But get your gloss down first, because it's self-leveling and will remove any little blemishes from the paint and give you a perfect surface to run with. Then when you're using your microsol, brush it on and leave it. I don't know if you're leaving it too long so it's starting to dry out completely, or not long enough so it doesn't conform, because what the solution does is it softens the transfer film, so you need to leave it a good 5 minutes or maybe longer, and then get a brush and gently smooth out the creases and let it dry completely. Then go, right, it's not quite there yet, give it another brush of sol, and then let it start to melt a bit, and then brush out your, and just do that as many. But every time you do it, you need to give it the time to dry and completely in between. If you just start flooding it, you'll end up just ruining the transfer. So
Yeah.
it's time.
It's literally what it says on the little bottle.
Probably does. I've not bothered turning my bottles around in fucking forever.
Yeah, it says use, apply, walk away. To paraphrase it.
Yeah, soft brush, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. So yeah, do that. Microset, I fucking never really bother with it.
It's basically a case of, pardon my French, read the fucking manual.
Yeah. But because it did say that he's having issues, so I think it's probably one of those. You're either not giving it enough time to soften, or you're giving it too much time and
it hardens again.
It's hardened out before you get a chance to fuck with it. So this is just one of these ones where you're gonna have to suck it and see, Korax. No one got time for that, said Erica. Well, you know. Transfers do seem to be a lot of work. You're better just using them on flat things like cars, car doors,
tongs,
shit like that. Anything that doesn't have to go around doesn't have to. Well, I say that one curve is fine.
Yeah, a barrel.
Any shit like that is all grand because it's one plane that you're working on. The minute they start having multiple curves on the same,
at that point, at that
point, yeah, it's just going to take you a fucking age to get it done. So, get fucked, you absolute shit. Fuck you, Bernardo Silva, you cunt. Surely that was half time. How long are they fucking playing that half? 48 minutes. 48 minutes, you massive shitbag.
I think the last transfers I've used were last Christmas on some candles.
4 candles.
No, there's actually a special decal paper that's made to work as transfers on candles, so you can make your own decorative candles.
Your own decorative candles. Necrobot discover. Aha! Ba 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 ba.
See, we're summoning people, like there would be a potential way to communicate with people over the internet. Who knew?
If you were here quick enough, would have solved all those transfer issues for you. As things are. 1, gloss varnish as your base before you put the transfer on. 2, put the microsol on. Ignore microset. I've never seen a fucking use for it in my life, to be brutally honest. Absolutely. I mean, I know they say it proves adhesion, but quite frankly, it's a load of balls. So blue bottle can do whatever it wants. Smells like vinegar. Think it probably is. Yeah. But red one, once you've got your transfer in place, dry it out. I use Q-tips or earbuds or whatever you call them. You know, the little cotton things for swizzling your ear. Dry it so there's no water on it, and then get your red on. Give it a few minutes to soften, and then brush out any wrinkles. Then let it dry completely. And if you've still got wrinkles, more of that. Give it a few minutes to soften again. Brush out your wrinkles. It will be time consuming, but you'll get a good finish on it. And then when you're done, gloss varnish over the top again. And then after that, you can do whatever you want. Matte varnish it or leave it gloss. Doesn't matter. But it will be solid as a rock and should be smooth as a badger's ball bag.
Or do it like Soap says, free-handed it.
Yeah, don't listen to him. He's off his head on fucking shortbread again.
Again?
Again, oh my god. That is just the worst thing ever. Just can't help himself. He just gets into the packet of Highland toffee and then he just starts scramming as much shortbread as he can. Ooh, bother. Big man.
One happy patient cured.
Yep, my work here's done. Now if we can just get the Danes to fuck over Man City. Oh, now you're gone to halftime. Now after you've fucking held on long enough for these pricks to fucking go back in front again. I hope they all get fucking pushed off a fucking bridge. Anyway.
So
set a load of fucking minks on them.
Who's next to be in trouble?
Scribs. I
know that name from somewhere.
Doing a thing about dragons, but there's not a single dragon in any of the pictures, just a load of books.
Highland
Toffee's awesome, but you have to get the real Highland Toffee that comes with the tiny little hammer, or the ones that are like McGowan's. Is that it? It's like a wham bar, but toffee form. Either
Hang on.
You know.
Toffee that comes with a hammer?
Yeah, you get a little metal hammer, and then you just like shatter chunks of toffee off the brick of toffee. Get in there, fucking chew the absolute bejesus out of it. You feel it pulling all the teeth out your head.
That sounds horribly not good for your teeth.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely. People who've had Highland Toffee have the best teeth in the world, because substandard teeth get removed by the chewing method.
Oh god! So use a Nokia 3310 to smash the toffee. See what happens.
Drop on the pavement is a great idea. But then I wouldn't have the tiny little hammer. Tiny little hammer. They probably don't even sell that with the tiny little hammer anymore, do they?
Oh, what a shame.
In case a child attacks somebody with it, I don't know.
Smashes in his teeth.
But yeah, so Scribulor has done his dragoons in a poppy pink colour.
Either that or the color correction is off.
Oh, no, not the pink. And later on, we get a picture of the facings, pardon me, from a color plate showing the various options for your Dragoon facings, which shows us that these come from either the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, or 23rd, because they're all pink. And then after that, you're going to have to guess yourself which one it is exactly. Can't tell. I like how they've given multiple color plates, despite the fact that there are, what's that, 35 different regiments, but only
30.
All right, 30, but only 4 different colors of facing. I feel like this could have been much faster for whoever illustrated this book. This is the equivalent of in an essay in school writing "you cannot."
Yeah.
You can't. So I got to get that word count up. So need to fill some more pages. Well, if we just list every regiment individually, then we can have all of their colors. Oh, that's a fucking genius idea. I know somebody's going to be pointing out the cuffage, but I'm ignoring that for comic effect.
People
There you
are
go.
already doing that, so
Yeah. Too late, people.
we see
It's
your
all
jokes.
about it's
10
all about
seconds.
padding the runtime.
We're 10 seconds ahead, so we have an unfair advantage.
I don't need an advantage.
I do. I take every advantage I can get.
You're no fun anymore.
Never was, never will be.
But yeah, they're a nice set. Just need the horse holders, which I imagine he's painting, because there's no point in doing.
Yeah, but will they be horse holders or camel holders? Because he made camelry.
I imagine to be horse holders, because I can't imagine they had enough camels to go around for everybody. Or maybe these dragoons are permanent infantry now because their horses all died in the desert.
They all got
man.
eaten.
Can you imagine how bad that would be?
Yep.
All got eaten.
Nom, nom,
All
nom,
got
nom.
eaten either by the riders or crocodiles.
Or both.
Why not both? Both is good. Is that what we're saying?
Maybe they got eaten because they ran out of mummies?
So, well, unfortunately they hadn't got to the mummies yet. That was the problem coming across the desert. If they'd gone via Cairo first, loaded up on mummies, they would have had jerky that would have survived the crossing of the desert.
I really... There needs to be somewhere a scientific paper on what's the nutritional value of a mummy that's more than 2,000 years old. It must be near zero.
Oh man, that is either a lot of people at home are checking this, or once again, Googles are listening in, because I started typing "why did the Victorians," and I got as far as Victor, and it auto completed to "Victorians eat mummies."
Yes, I'm saying Google's listening in.
Very much so, because that's too fucking random. And apparently, what's that? Medication made from human skulls after suffering a seizure. And until 1909, physicians commonly used human skulls to treat neurological conditions. For the royal and social elite, eating mummies was a royally appropriate medicine. Nom 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 nom.
Here, have some 2,000-year-old foot.
Been exactly the same as beef jerky. Get in there. I mean,
Why?
you can make a really good stock or broth out of it. How long would you have to soak a mummy before it was edible again? People have during the Dust Bowl depression, like people were eating their leather shoes, for fuck's sake. Imagine just how much. I mean, probably need a fair bit of tenderizing on the old mummy front. It's important. You need to think about these things.
Oh, I'm at this rate, I'm not sure we'll ever get to 200. Ah,
We might. You
my,
don't know.
my brain's hot.
Oh, I mean, well, you'd like to hope that they wouldn't just. I mean, you'd have to compliment it somehow.
Well,
It's
they
bound to
could.
be it's bound to be a tough, spicy meat because they did stuff them with like carnations and stuff, didn't they? So maybe some sort of Pinot Noir, maybe a bit of a more full-bodied red might be good. You wouldn't. What I'm saying is, you wouldn't pair it with a white.
I wouldn't pair it with any wine whatsoever.
Better brown
Because
sauce.
I don't
grand.
like wine.
Okay. Oh, look at you, Dracula. I do not drink wine. Just bring me my mummies. So
Now I know why they ate all the mummies. It was the vampires. It's an instant drink. Just ground up some mummy, add water. Done!
like Ovaltine,
Yes! But for vampires.
a malted mummy milk drink.
Mummy's good for you. It has calcium and vitamins.
Vampires and daddies. I'm not entirely certain.
Yes, and Daddies eats the mummies, so that's on point.
Probably had it with garlic swan penis. Well, I mean, royalty could have had it with garlic swan penis, but regular nobility and just the rich commoners, they wouldn't be allowed any swan penis.
Oh, fucking hell. Where did we leave track? How did we get here?
We came via the medium of Egypt and Scribbs' silver bayonet, and then we segued into
Doty doing dead people.
Yeah, he's gearing up for the first solo scenario, which is wolf-based, the wolf pack full of wolves, wolves. I played that game with Shay, I think. Did we play against the wolves? Did we look at the wolf one and go, we're not doing that, it's horrible? I can't remember.
Also, Shay, if you're still here and listening, how is your progress coming on your little tiny fighting man?
I'll let him answer that. Anyway.
You're not peeking over his shoulder right now.
He sent me a picture
Ah!
a couple of days ago, so he has actually painted them. Which is madness.
Almost undead little thingamajigs.
Black Pudding's awesome. Why would you not?
Nearly
Look at
done.
that.
Just some horses and guns in flakes.
Flakes.
Do all the flakes.
Flakes. Oh, he is cheating though.
Why is he cheating? Is he just painting the front?
He sprayed them grey. And I feel like that's cheating. At least get a uniform that's got more than 2 colours. You fucking Confederate bastards.
Tao Chi is cheating. Have you seen this?
Yes.
He's not painting the underside of his trees.
Doesn't have to. They come pre-painted like that.
That's terrible.
Assuming those aren't some sort of 3D printed version, I think those are the Monster Fight Club ones where you buy it and it has a shell of leaves that sit over a thing. So,
but why would they not just put in a spray of green from the inside?
No, they're already painting the outside for you. Don't ask them to do 2 things.
You told me to. Well, you can't prove that, so better not angry.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that shouting, huh? It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
Now he's
if I
brave.
told you to jump off a bridge, would you do that? Oh, look at that. Oil resin and natural sugars. So they're caramelized. Like onions.
So they're just a treat and not food.
Oh, man.
Candy on a stick. That's a bone. It's candy on a stick.
Num, num, num. Num, num.
Eat your candy.
Yeah, honey doesn't go off, I don't think.
No, it's one of
so.
the most resilient pieces of edibles we have.
Yeah, that's why I always get amused whenever I see honey in supermarkets with sell-by dates on them. I look at those and I go, you're not really honey, are you? What the fuck's in here?
Well, depends on where you're buying and who you're buying from.
Baggy trousers and fezzes.
Fez.
Although I suppose a lot of them wear forage caps these days.
Well,
They used to wear fezzes. They look sweet.
Whatever happened to the fez idea of OTT?
They were packed away during
The
COVID,
event?
and I don't know where they were packed to. Presumably Warren's. We were trying to find one to send it to Caesar. I don't know where they are. So, look, she sells toothpaste. That's
I'm pretty
why
sure
she's
Caesar
got Colgate
himself
stripes.
has more than one fez. He might even have some kind of laurels.
I don't know who did the fezzes, Jam. I want to say it was the same guy who did some of the T-shirts, in which case I think we have a contact for them. It's like Hobby Warehouse, but warehouse is spelled different.
If it was the one who did the T-shirts for the Star Wars boot camp, then it would be very terrible, because I looked that shop up and he said back then, not shipping outside UK.
Oh.
No, if OTT would be buying them in stock and just gifting them out to members, that would be a way.
Wasn't Tesco's caught putting syrup into honey to bulk it out? That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. I mean, they did put horse in their lasagna.
Pony. They did pony.
Oh, no. Wasn't a pony. Big fuck off shire horse type things, I think.
At least parts of them.
Anyway.
Can I say this project is really inspiring me to
Bastard.
Silver Bennett.
Bastard.
No.
No, just bastard.
Just checking. In case that was it. We've missed things like the really nice Freeman-like stuff on the apron. I suppose it's not Masonic because it's probably supposed to ward off harvesters from eating your testiculars. Don't eat my testiculars. I've put a circle of protection over the front of them. Please stay away.
You mean this lovely chap with the eye patch?
That's the one. Eye patch and bandage. But at least his nutsack's going to be intact.
Yep, that's the most important thing. I'm going to be fertile.
Yep. So yes, I like the plan. I like the initial starting gangs and the backstory for every fucker in there. Look at those backstories, Shay. We didn't do that for ours. I mean, they built their backstory as we went, via the medium of what random shit happened to us. But here, it all explains who they are, and now they're all going to be eaten by black wolves in the dark. It's going to be shit for all concerned.
Sooner or later, you will all die.
Die, 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 die.
Die, 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 my darling. Yeah, terribly talented bastards, as I said before.
You should offer to write it, Pete, because I know the Italy book and the Canada book, they weren't written by Joe. In fact, I think Joe's got to the point where he's going, I'm not writing anymore for Silver Bayonet. But if other people want to do things, want to go to Osprey and go, I've got an idea for Silver Bayonet in, India, at which point then you could add in shit like the East India Company and stuff like that, potentially. Are they running then? Probably, yeah. And then drop in all the weird shit, rampaging heffalumps and stuff like that.
Going across Australia.
Yeah, Ash did Canada. I can't remember the guy's name who's done Italy because it's not been released yet. But I know they have announced that. He said in a questioning voice. I'm pretty sure they've announced it. I think I've mentioned it on camera before, so there can't be an NDA about it. Maybe. I don't know. There might be an
And
NDA about it. Chap.
nobody listens anywhere, so
Well, nobody listens to me, so it doesn't matter what they say. I
Hey.
just go, You can have magic rocks as well.
glowing
Glowing magic rocks, those are the ones.
pulling
From
out people's hearts.
Pulling out people's hearts. Kalima. Kalima. All of that. Eating monkey brains.
And lovely, lovely bugs and ice soup, and also not to forget the interesting train ride.
Get fucked, Madrid, you massive pricks. Oh, I see that goal wasn't given as an offside. Huh?
Minecart racing, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Having a nice little minecart racing.
Your kart racing.
Also that.
Shocking. There you go. Build a unit of silver bayonets, you poise. Let's make sure that there's no pig fat on their cartridges. Don't want anything kicking off.
Jefferson Powers does paint stuff. That's not
Jefferson Powers. That is his real name.
the weird Star Wars Crisis Protocol thing.
Yes. The brushstrokes are intentional. I like that. I also like the fact that he refuses to use that term because a hooker bit his tongue off.
But is it Slopchap if he doesn't say it?
Nope. No, it's not. Because, once again, a hooker would have to bite your tongue off. But...
And I'm pretty sure that costs extra.
Well, I'll get you in jail. Oh, Copenhagen, you cock teases you. That was very fucking close. Oh, if they just bang another one in just to level up, that would fuck off City anyway. Then go to the Etihad and fucking knock 10 balls out of them.
So far, I'm not seeing any brush strokes, so...
Yeah, but you know, they're there. Just because you can't see them yet doesn't mean you won't see them when you hit the clone troopers. Look, there's Mace Windu. This party's over, motherfucker. As he said in the Geonosis Arena. They may have bleeped that bit
I
out.
see what you mean.
Yeah. Still like it though. It's a nice set. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that the models cost a fucking fortune, and I can't be arsed looking at the gameplay, because I know it uses flowcharts. If it wasn't for all of that, I could almost be interested in Star Wars Crisis Protocol. Thankfully, it will hasten the fire sale. So, and I can pick up all the Legion.
You have seen my post from a few days back where...
Yes, I have. There's good prices on some of that stuff. I was almost tempted.
I did look.
Flowchart, yeah. There's like flowcharts on your attacks you can do. So it's like, you know, Anakin rolls X, he can do a spinny flip kick, and then add these to do extra lightsaber damage. So it's like little flowchart attack things.
Why would anybody do that?
Just let you do flowcharts, and you don't often get a chance to do flowcharts in games.
Yes, indeed.
Get a Regency Cthulhu RPG. Oh. Huh.
Small little project by Jefferson Powers. Let's see how that gets along, especially if he's starting to paint different things than Star Wars Crisis Protocol.
Well, he's got other stuff doing other things in other places, so you never know what's going to crop up in here. The interesting thing will be, because obviously he's got Night Sisters, so just have to wait and see whether or not Beyond Skull appears from the Beyond Skull show.
You wish.
I do, all the time. And
Which is a reasonable wish.
And yet they didn't like him. They didn't like him, so they killed him off.
So, MacLeod is doing Orange Elf Wizards with an empty entry.
MGM. No, it's got an ellipse in there. So we're all taking a pause on that one. But these are Thunderstone Quest, the game.
Never heard of that.
Neither have I. It's some sort of deck building fantasy game. There are models for the heroes, which these. He doesn't like the models because they've got soapy detail, because they're board game pieces. However, he has done a fairly good job of hiding the fact that they've got no detail by the medium of paint. And at no point did a hooker bite his tongue off.
Judging by the size
nice.
of the tufts, that isn't
Yes.
a very big miniature. 20 mil at the max, I would say.
Could be. It's difficult to tell because I've got tufts that are 18 mil tall.
Yeah, but
and
at the same time,
I've got tufts that are 2 mil tall.
Yeah, but the fibers are also very thick in comparison to the rest of the model.
Oh, thick fibers. Fibers.
Which are good for your digestion. Eat your fibers and your greens.
I don't need to worry about any of the rest of the stuff, Orinoco. The other conversations are just there to allow you to go to the toilet and make coffee and things. And then come back for more baling. That's how it goes. So that's how that one works out. But yeah, the miniatures themselves, of which you can see them in the grey down near the bottom. So I think we get the idea of what the orange wizard's going to look like. Presumably, it's the wizard casting massive flamey hierarchy over the top. There's a boar-headed dwarf. How many of those these days?
Oh, it's a lady wizard. What irritates me is the seeming evenly distribution of bases. They look all kind of out of whack with each other. Not
Because
being the same size.
Oh, I imagine they are the same size. You just can't really tell from a
oddly cropped
Photoshop
picture.
The one that's really confusing is I imagine the paladin on his rocky foot on rock outcrop, rock. He was the first one sculpted probably before the Kickstarter. I don't know if when the Kickstarter or not, but they spent all their time and effort on him. And then when the thing funded, it was like, right, rest of you cunts, you're hitting flat bases. Somebody wants to put a rock on the base, they can put it on themselves. I'm not sculpting another rock. You know how difficult these things are to get out of the fucking molds.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting how he's going to apply the Yellow Bee Wizard.
Oh, similarly to the above ones, with care, attention, some sort of yellow, orange, because they're all
we will look like
color coded.
Like we will look dwarf. Like very silly people if he starts painting that one green or orange. No, not orange. Black or something.
They have to change what it is.
He's just called the Orange Elf, but actually, he's a dark elf.
He's called the Orange Elf because he's an orange man and wears an orange sash in July and goes marching, but the rest of the year you can't tell.
Huh?
That's just there for the kids in the audience. That just amuses me now.
I'm not going to ask you to go into any detail because I know that will get me into trouble.
You can't tell. You just got to measure the distance between his eyes. Oh, start doing that in unboxings. His eyes are very close together.
Tango the elf.
The tango taste sensation, Tony.
After Megothmok comes somebody else.
Little teeny tiny one. It comes by the medium of Umbra.
Greybeards. This is one screaming, Ben, Ben, I'm here.
Yes. Yes, it is. These are for the 9th age. So I imagine they're the equivalent of longbeards, considering they're called greybeards. But I don't know. It's difficult to tell. The weapons don't look right. It's got a hand weapon and shield for a start. Anyway.
Why is that not right to have a shield and a weapon?
Because longbeards generally didn't. Longbeards often were running about the place with fucking massive weapons.
So two-handed weapons instead of shield and one-handed weapon.
But then, yeah. Could they? Were they allowed to field? Can I be arsed? I mean, it's right there. It's just there. Anyway.
Beginning with dwarves, he built about 11 years ago. Well, that's a time frame.
Yep. There was no point in rushing these things, especially not when you're doing dwarves.
Slow and steady.
That's the way. Wins the race. But yeah. So, cap the unit. Also has a hero, dwarf with pistols.
There's a pistol, and I need to check. Cigar and pistol.
Yes. Big fuck off Stoogie. Absolutely huge one. I could have sworn he was holding another pistol over his shoulder.
Maybe it's an alternative sculpt.
Ah, it's entirely possible. I didn't bother buying that
Miniature
one.
from Avatars of War.
Oh, I've got a lot of the Avatars of War things. That's why I was thinking he was drawing one but already had one out. But I do know that they have quite a lot of cigar smoking dwarves. They're plastic dwarf berserker box, which they don't call berserkers, which is too far away for me to reach. They had alternate hands with cigars that you can have them smoking. So clearly...
So you could have a smokers club.
Clearly they decided that all dwarves, if they weren't carrying tankards of ale, should be smoking massive cigars.
Made from the finest elf leaves.
Could be that. Just get into an elf forest and start cutting down all the trees. It's the only way to do it.
How was this? I can't remember the movie there, but in some movie somebody was talking about cigars being made with the cheeks of or upper thighs of virgin.
Yes, rolled on the thighs of virgins. Yeah.
I was who cares?
Or Miguel, depending on who's available that day.
Made with rolled on. Where's the difference, Jill? Huh? All the same.
They all look alike to him. Otherwise, you're smoking mummies.
Well, back to mummies.
Anyway, yeah, that was just
the weird thing is, elven ear is actually a plant in Skyrim, so you could make cigars from elven ears. But that's just
very confusing.
Random inserted knowledge here.
Yeah.
Scary people.
Scary monsters and super creeps, as David Bowie.
Rusty Grave by Harry Brains.
Yes, he's printed things using the 3 dimensions.
All of those ones and zeros.
These are mostly here so you can look at the lines.
You mean those?
Might mean those.
Bastard.
Might not. What's it to you? Oh.
I need to find some different kind of insult for people printing stuff with visible print lines.
Oh, instead of the mold line screaming Sutherland. Something to do with steps. Maybe the people in steps. The people in steps die in an inconvenient way. That would be amusing.
People falling down steps.
Oh, it was like a band that the kids like called Steps.
Hmm.
And then you could just call them that. Call them Steps. They probably had a song. I don't know. Probably best not going near that.
Step song?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the way he's painting up stuff.
It is sewer.
Very green sewer. Which
That's
tells
how
me
you know the magic's happening.
People are very healthy if algae is growing.
Oh, yeah. Because people often say, shit, it's not a remarkable nitrogen-giving fertilizer, I suppose. What colour ink's that? I could just look myself because I'm right there at the moment. I can't be arsed. I might. No, I can't.
Transparent raw umber.
Oh, lovely.
It's raw. That's how you know it's good.
When they get old, do they change the name to Stana Stairlifts? Oh, that'd be good.
Well, on that logic, where do we leave Rolling Stones?
Well, they're still gathering no moss. The crazy bastards.
At some point, they must have been so much rolling that they are now not stones anymore, but pebbles.
Oh. Rolling grit. Yeah, might have been
gravestones.
Gravestones is good.
Yeah.
Who used to advertise Stana Stairlifts? She used to be in Last of the Summer Wine. Dame Thora Hurd.
I only know stairlift advertisements from the car magazines.
we just need to find Thora on a stairlift, and then anytime you see stepping on a model, you can pull up Thora. Rod Stewart. So I don't think he goes for over 50s. Could be the Pebble Dashers. Bringing us back to that one, Ewok. I didn't know they like Mexican food. What?
Can't make out what VHS tapes these are.
Oh, on the wall at the back?
Could be Star Trek.
They are all Star Treks.
Okay.
One's Universal and 4 of them are PG rating, if that helps you narrow it down as far as the films go. I'm assuming the motion picture can't be the Universal one because they had that highly sexed alien on it.
Did they?
Oh, yeah. Remember, she had to be bottled or something, so she didn't spend all her time ratting with the other crew members. The bald one. Then she gets killed up and V'ger uses her body.
Oh, yes.
But they start with that whole thing with the Riker-esque second in command, because wherever the fuck he came from. They're like, oh yeah, even though we served together, I used to fuck you, we're not going to do it this time. Highly sexy bald alien.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Even though it's been a long time I've seen that movie.
Song by Ralph McTell. Sung it on children's ITV. Oh. I should know that. But it doesn't ring a bell, so I'm going to ignore you. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah. So, interesting little Suri thing. I know it says it's for the frosty graves, but I mean, once you're underground, who can tell where you are?
Kirstie Alley was a Vulcan in that. Yeah, she was. Wasn't she also a traitor?
No. She was the Vulcan in Wrath, but she was replaced by another actress in Search for Spock, and was the one that came after that, Voyage Home? The one where they had to go and get the aliens, or not get the aliens, they had to go slingshot in the Klingon bird of prey around the sun to go back in time. She had a brief cameo in that. So yeah, Kirstie Alley only got to be in. Oh no, it wasn't Kirstie Alley. Was it Kirstie Alley?
Oh, Kirstie Alley was a Vulcan on the crew.
Yeah, it was her. She was replaced.
Lieutenant Savok.
Yeah. But then who was the other one? Who pronounced sabotage so strangely? That wasn't Kirstie Alley. That was... Oh, God. She was in Columbo. The episode with Merlin. Who murdered his... Kim Cattrall. She pronounced sabotage so bizarrely that when J.J. Abrams did the new Star Trek / Star Wars light films, that's why they had the Beastie Boys Sabotage playing when Yacht Kirk stole the car, because she said something like, "But Captain, in the old days, it would be an act of sabotage to do it." I thought, and nobody on set corrected her. Nobody went, "What did you say, Kim? That's not how that word's pronounced." If you go back and look for that, and I can't remember what she was in, but go back and have a look. She pronounces sabotage and that's why Jar Jar had the Beastie Boys playing sabotage at the start of his film, because it just amused him.
This is a win for dubbed movies, getting proper pronunciations.
It's fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, who are we sabotaging now? I think we've got some more to go.
Yes. Klingons were not bad in that movie.
Never, never, never trust a Klingon.
So, Night Runner.
Is he finishing up his
Oh, fuck me.
verdigris stuff?
Sorry, Madrid hit the post.
No worries.
Is he? Maybe. It's his last ogre horde via the medium of whatever the fuck these things are. But other shit has to be added. So Monsters characters got to find a stand-in for chariots, which, I mean, he could just probably use some sort of Sigmarine on giant bearded riding badger or something. I know they've got some sort of lizard things they run about on.
I would love to see Games Workshop produce something on a giant badger.
They would just all go, you're copying Mantic, you can't. There's his berserkers. I hope that those are set up. I think they are, that you can run them as 2 regiments. I ran so many berserkers, backed up by berserker bullies, and then a couple of warlocks, and people hated that list.
Was it by any chance filth?
So much lightning bolts. Oh, it was a very particular kind of filth. I brought it to a tournament. I'm one of the best players in Ireland with his filth elf list. Looked at it and couldn't work out what the fuck was happening, because it was, the meta says don't bother taking these things, and I took so many of them. And I just went, I've got all the fucking attacks. And I've got more lightning shots in my army than you have shots in your elf army. So prepare to be shot to fuck. And then when you're suitably shot, my berserkers will just charge into you and knock 10 shades of shite out of you. It was hilarious. So many people looked at that and was like, I don't understand the army or what I'm supposed to do to stop it. You don't.
Well, that's the obvious answer, is kill it.
Well, they tried. Tried the best of field. Lesson is never tried. This is really good because obviously he's using his giant Sigmarines as ogres, but then he's using the little tiny humans as goblins. Those are his red goblin regiments, which I just fucking adore.
A red goblin rebel.
Added to which it's a very nice looking regiment as well. Look, he's even got a hero in there on a horse, running around leading them about the place, going, look at me, Horsky, look at me.
But still, they all die, potentially.
Oh yeah, they certainly will. They're rabble. So 75 points for that unit. They are the cheapest thing in there. They are technically unlocks and chaff, not necessarily in that order, because you don't really need to worry about unlocks with the ogres. You just fuck them all in there. But I love that. It's a great look.
Oh,
the
Tuffy,
purple and green's great.
Tuffy, why are you able to start playing games regularly soon? Do you have you found a local group?
Dun, dun, dun. Kidnapped a child from school.
Have you coerced your roommates gaming with you? Or have you indeed snagged a normie?
I mean, you just need to get one that can't move around particularly quickly.
And what games? I guess it'll be 40k.
No.
That's my guess. Oh, use a room at school for free on a Saturday. That's nice. And you don't even need to snag a kid because they're already there.
They are.
At least I've been told that kids are in school, and I never checked.
They pretty much are.
Dave, you're not supposed to use your child as a miniature. That's why the tantrums.
I'm pretty sure you are. Why else would you have them? If they're not going to do that, then at least they could do is clean up, prime, maybe even block color some of your models.
Oh, we're coming back again to that QI episode. I'm going to buff you, child. You're going to be the shiniest one.
Tiny little. How did that start? Steve saying something about them so shiny and lacquered or something like that. And then they're going, what?
Yeah, and then child buffing stations. You wouldn't stay still long enough to paint you.
Oh,
but,
dear.
Tuffy, you do realize now that you've acknowledged in front of audience, witnesses, and especially Jerry that you are playing games, that you need to make a battle report in the system. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't going to mention it. I just assumed that would be taken as read, to be brutally honest.
And if you want to do it, you do yourself a favor, get some kind of camera stand, just let the camera roll and add sound later.
Kings of War has been the easiest game to find players. That's cool. John's been working on his Kings of War Samurai as well. He's done some cavalry and a dragon. Big Dagron.
And even if the odds are stacked against him, I still think he will manage to beat Lloyd.
Glue it to your ceiling like a Caesar block of wood. Spray cast his leg brown to make him a pirate. Don't know if is that how that works? I think it's generally a writ of mark. Make somebody a pirate. Or privateer at the very least.
Oh, he had casts on. Oh, poor child.
That's fine.
Nice, Tuffy. Well, tripod camera time lapse. Looking forward to that video.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Ewok. You have been previewing your stuff, and I enjoyed your battle report. You do realize that that's private, so I'm the only one looking at that at the moment. And it wasn't private, so I don't know whether you've deliberately privatized it again, like the Tories, or if it was accidentally privatized. Because after you went, battle report's up on Saturday, and I finally managed to get into the fucking website. I found it there, lurking away, being a little tiny thing that only I could touch. So I did. I touched it over and over again. It's good. But,
It was good, obviously.
oh, yeah.
So, I think we've got 2 more to go until I have to go somewhere.
Okay. The toilet. Is it the toilet?
Also that.
Okay. Well.
So, either this is a very big die, or it's a very tiny miniature.
You're posting the geometry 4 times. You're using them all up. That's a bit dull.
I'm guessing this is just one very tiny miniature.
Or it's a fucking enormous dice. Or die. Die!
Die!
Die! There is a serious question here from Thursday. So you may remember the tiny little dungeon deck that he's building. So it generates a little dungeon as you go. He has asked people to suggest a name for it rather than Tiny Dungeon.
Micro dungeon.
Well, could be that. However, currently it's been called 10 mil dungeon, which is basic and descriptive, but it needs to capture the fantasy titles of the early 90s that he grew up with. He's asked his D&D group, but didn't get any serious suggestions. So, and I know this is a hiding to nothing on this front, but if anybody has a serious suggestion for what he could call it, feel free to stick it in that comedy things. Obviously, I imagine there'll be just a lot of very bad puns coming his way in the not too distant.
Dungeon McDungeon face.
Yeah, things like that. Diddy Delvers is good though.
Millimeter dungeons.
I don't know. Are they? Might not. They might not be. Although they are, because they're 1 centimeter squares. Look at it. Look at it. It's amazing.
But coming back to his question about color, I think a black and white grayscale miniature paint job would be grand.
By the way, there's no point in typing them into here because he can't read this. So you need to really type them into
the common system, over at the project system, over at ott.com.
Shrink your adventure. That's quality.
Honey, I Shrunk the Dungeon.
Yeah, you need to go for like the Warlock of Firetop Mountain and change it to Warlock of Tabletop Mountain. That sort of thing. Depegulate your things. But anyway, if he really wants our help, he'll find us. Like the A-Team.
I'm not for hire. Well, technically
I
I am, but only for work purposes.
I'll be BA, but I will need some shoe polish so I can black up.
And here I was thinking we could get along on one episode without getting comments about
blacking up.
Yeah, fuck off.
It's not often that we. I mean, can't remember the last time we mentioned blacking up. That's the noise a turtle makes when it's fucking a shoe.
No, that's.
You only need the Snickers if you're going to be a Klingon, because you just stick that to your forehead after you've blacked up and you're golden. Really? What? Where did I get from?
I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't want to live on this planet anymore. I now never can unsee Wolf's face being anything different but a Snickers.
Yep. I mean,
or
it has to be.
Bar.
Let's face it. In the original series, they just looked like the regular people, and all of a sudden they ended up looking like Snickers heads. So, What happened there?
No,
Huh?
in the original series, they had some weird makeup. They looked like Mongolians.
Yeah, they looked like people with a mustache. There was no weird makeup there. Some of them may have been lightly dusted in curry powder for that saffron feel.
Yeah, Demon Sub, Justin's reaction was, interesting. Only shows that he has never watched any episode of the unofficial Hobby Hangout. Oh, and speaking of Hobby Hangout, have you lot already gone to Kickstarter and backed Lance's Kickstarter? If not, go there, do that.
What Kickstarter?
Lance did a Kickstarter for
Is it for his little wizard game that he was creating years ago?
yes and no. It's a character journal of kind.
Oh.
So you can either get the digital version for £4, or you get a physical book where you can add in all your things you need for your RPG character. So relationships with other players, notes on NPCs, etc., etc.
Leave NPCs alive to require notes.
There is the option.
Oh,
Or
man.
you could use it as a wall of "I killed this."
Why is Soap's message being blocked?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Why'd he go, Lance? Dave? Fancy just
Yeah,
fucking
Soap said
off and
something
doing a
about
thing.
looked like Southern Asians, and somehow that triggered Twitch auto moderation.
Right.
I don't know why.
Twitch was really annoying. Yeah, he got a job in, I think it was Tesco's or something like that. Couldn't be fucked with the highfalutin jet set lifestyle that we live. And at that stage, I think we were all on minimum wage pretty much, because it was being run by just the Brothers Johnson. If only he'd hung on until Business Daddy came along and splashed the cash.
Yeah, but Ben did an article today. I think it was close to 2 o'clock or something when that article got live for the Kickstarter of Lance. So you might just look it up if you want. If not, go on.
Would probably be better saying bye to people if they said bye to us first. But the last three who have left have all pretty much fucked off with no notice. Which then left us going, oh fuck.
Free did say goodbye.
Yeah.
She was very up in tears.
No, Lance didn't get married until long after he left. So, yeah, Free was there, but Free gave us like a week's notice. It may have been 2 weeks' notice.
I think it was 2 because she had a show on and said the next show would be her last, and then she was gone.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got 2 weeks' notice. Yeah, and Lance went, I've got an interview this afternoon, and if I get it, I'll be gone in 2 days. That's how that one went.
Yeah, good point, Tuffy. I think Sam also said, yeah, I'm going to leave you. So that wasn't too abrupt, at least from what I can remember, but that's vague at best.
Don't know what Sam's doing. He plays games with somebody. Ben role plays with him.
I've seen him play at some point some board games with him.
So he
no, James, nobody's going. I was just mentioning that Lance, or former OTT Beast of War Glory, is doing a Kickstarter for some RPG adjacent paperwork.
You two can get a book telling you all about why you hate the other party members.
You must go to the Dagobah system. Find Yoda. He will be your master. Meanwhile, we're all the queue to join the team. Well,
It's very much similar to the queue for Soylent Green production.
that's a comparison I didn't expect.
Oh, surprised me.
What I am expecting is the last project of the day because I really need to go.
Okay. Cool.
And on that bombshell,
I posted it fucking forever ago.
the next, did you?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, fuck me.
Oh, well before Soap started saying horrible things about Asians. Or
Okay.
whatever it was.
Thursday again.
This is just very, very quick little update since we had 2 Thursdays in 1 week, which is, very Stardust of me. But it's more a question for the audience that you can posit yourselves while you look at his blanchy, wooden inked Eldar. And that is, he's playing a version of Kill Team with his friend, which is like first edition, but with more points than you're supposed to, and odd models instead of units. And in no way, shape, or form how's the game supposed to be played, being more like a stripped down weird version of 40k than actually Kill Team. But even though it goes against how the game was designed, it works for them. So it doesn't really matter if both players are enjoying it and it works. Is there an issue? So here's where you can all comment and go, yes, you have to play it as the writer designed it. Oh, he's a rabbit. He won't understand. But yeah.
Oh, see, Gorham already answered.
Yes.
A month ago.
Yep.
Play your way. It's your game. Do as you please.
However, I'm still working back from 17 pages of projects. So that's why this one's up now. And I thought since we were doing the other one, I may as well do this one as well. I need to clear the backlog of some of those projects before I get another fucking glut of them next week.
Especially when people start going into Spring Clean Challenge 2024.
Oh, that's ages away, yeah. We've still got another 2 weeks of Dungeonalia.
Dungeonalia.
And then there's 3 weeks before Spring Clean starts. So 5 weeks away, really.
I hate to bring it to you, but 5 weeks just gone.
Oh, no, so fucking far away. 5 weeks. I mean, so much time.
So, I must confess to you in the audience a thing.
Yeah. Yes, you're leaving in 2 weeks.
I've been drinking brown lemonade the whole evening.
Shocking. That explains all the comments about blacking up then.
I'm not going even to mention that.
Just saying. Wonder how Warren's getting on with dungeons. Good question. Very good question. I'd be interested in knowing that myself. Might find out soon.
Has Warren started recording his Dungeonalia comments? Oh, Ewok, he won't let go.
I wonder, Dungeonalia finishes then, and then we have to select the winners, and then we'll have to do like a show or something before we start Spring Clean. There's a good chance I'll be off for that one as well. Because I'll be off the week on the run up to St. Paddy's, so I can get a good run at drinking. And then the week after, that'll be Dungeonalia Festies. Oh, sorry, Spring Clean Challenge starting. So yeah.
Industry Awards this weekend? Who knows?
Could be. We'll find out, I suppose. I've discovered it no longer pays to, try and predict how things will go. Because then, like Tonya Harding, Ben will come running out of the fucking dark in a multi-story car park to cripple his opponent, thus getting a chance to talk about bears and badgers on a weekender that wasn't supposed to be.
Oh
So,
god.
not
And
a
on
man to
that,
get, not a man to get between.
on that bombshell, I really need to leave. People, thanks
Oh,
for
you should
being here.
definitely have a wee.
Uh,
Don't want to end up going on the floor
yeah,
like somebody in a Vegas casino.
the
who
cats
leave
won't
the slot
like it.
machine.
Bye.